there are two things that are driving me crazy about the Phillies. And the Phillies are, getting themselves ready, right? Phillies are getting ready to start their season. We're all supposed to get excited about it. We're supposed to, believe in the Phillies. We're supposed to believe in their ability to maybe win the NL East, maybe get themselves set up for a good season. The season opener's on Thursday down in Washington. I think I'm going to go to one of the games this weekend. I'm not sure which one. I'm going to take the family down to Washington to go see opening weekend. Tickets are actually pretty affordable, so I think we might go down. That's a nice ballpark, too. But they start their season this week, and we still have two things that are, undecided. One, who's at the top of the order? And two, what the hell is going on with the fifth starter in the rotation? We got a little bit of clarity, my friends. We got just a little bit of an idea. Rob Thompson was quoted, and it made me sick. He was quoted as saying that when it comes to the top of the lineup, right, because we've all been wondering, is Trey Turner going to lead off? I believe I played on the show now 2 weeks ago. There was a clip of Trey Turner saying he'd be open to batting leadoff, thinks he could do a lot of damage there, could steal some bases, could kind of wreak some havoc on the base paths. Or are they going to have Kyle Schwarber at the top of the lineup? Well, Topper was asked about it recently. I think it was yesterday, was asked about it and said, it could be that against a lefty, Turner leads off. Against a righty, Schwarber leads off. But the top four guys remain the same. And for those who might have forgotten, those of you who might have, purged the Phillies season from your brains because the pain of the playoff exit to the Mets hurt so much, Schwarber, Turner, Harper, and Bohm were your top four last year. Does this instill confidence in anybody? No. Alec Bohm was a guy that, most of us thought was going to be dealt in the offseason. He was a guy that, was rumored to be in the Kyle Tucker trade talks with Houston. Remember, there's Bohm and Castellanos were mentioned in the Tucker trade market. Didn't come to fruition. I'm honestly shocked that Bohm is here. But now Topper's looking at it going, yeah, I think those top four are probably going to stay the same. So maybe he'll flip-flop Schwarber and Turner depending on the starter. Boy, does that give you a resounding feeling of confidence that things are going to be better this year, that things are going to get better this year? No, it doesn't. Change something up, Rob. Say we're going to start the season with Turner at the top, and if it doesn't work, we know we can go back to Schwarber because Schwarber's been a great leadoff hitter for us, but we want to see if Schwarber can do a little bit of damage a little bit further down in the lineup. That's it. Show that you're trying something different. Say, well, we might rotate. We might switch the guys depending on the matchup. That doesn't instill confidence. And I get it. I get that the manager doesn't have to make changes just to appease the fans. The same way the Torts would say you don't have to make a change on the power play unit to appease the fans. But, I'm not asking for a lot here. I'm just asking for something so I could believe that something might be different this year. Because I'm pretty much on record now for a while saying Phillies aren't going to blow anyone out of the water. I don't think the Phillies are going to win the NL East. They'll probably be in a wild card spot. If the rotation stays healthy, they put themselves in better position, a stronger position for that wild card. But I don't think that they're going to win the NL East. I think they're going to be in a dogfight for a wild card spot late in the season. And a lot of that is probably going to come down to this lineup will go cold again. So I'm very disappointed in the fact that, one, the Phillies didn't go out and get an impact bat. I've been consistent about that. I think it's a very big disappointment, and I think that they're missing an opportunity once again, especially when you watch a certain player who is a big name, who you were, supposed to be, who you were potentially going to try to woo in Juan Soto. You watch him go to the Mets. You don't make a move. You get Max Kepler. That is not going to do it. And now we can't even go into the season saying, oh, they're trying something different this year. Let's see if we can get something going with Trey Turner at the top of the lineup. That is gone. That is out. That is not happening. So that's bad. That's bad, very bad. And we should feel bad about it. Things got worse, though, because we get back to that rotation about if that rotation can stay healthy. The rotation already can't stay healthy. The rotation already isn't healthy because we're going to have to fucking start the season with Taijuan Walker. I have to watch Taijuan Walker in the rotation. Oh, if you missed this, don't worry. Rob Thompson confirmed it over the weekend. Oh yeah, we're getting Taijuan Walker to start the season, baby. Don't worry, because let's go over to Todd Zalecki. Rob Thompson said on TV, Ranger Suarez will start the season on IL. Taijuan Walker will be the number 5 starter. He will start the 6th game of the season. Oh, that's encouraging. They're going to wait till the 6th game for Taijuan, but Taijuan Walker's going to start again, huh? Taijuan Walker's going to start again, huh? We're starting another season with Taijuan Walker in the rotation. We're starting another season with Taijuan Walker in the rotation. They didn't feel good about, maybe moving him in the offseason. Maybe they could swindle a team or maybe offer another team something, anything to get rid of him. He's still here. We're going to have to watch. We're going to watch Taijuan Walker. Didn't Taijuan Walker go 10-plus games last year in a row with the Phillies losing every one of his starts? So your only real goal if you're a 5th starter, maybe try to eat some innings and keep your team somewhat in the game. And instead, Taijuan Walker just kept getting his ass handed to him game in and game out. And the Phillies kept losing games that Taijuan Walker started. You mean there's not a single somewhat healthy body in the farm system anywhere that could come up and take a few starts? Taijuan Walker, okay. So we can't move Taijuan Walker to the bullpen and just have him try to reinvent himself and maybe find some success there and have him start there and just stay there the whole season and just put a stopgap from the farm system in that spot. Okay, we can't do that, but we're going to have Taijuan Walker start the season in this rotation again. I want to scream, but I've done enough screaming. I don't even have it in me. I'm almost apathetic when it comes to Taijuan Walker. I'm upset, but am I upset? Because, again, this team didn't do a lot in the offseason to make me feel like they're taking this window seriously. They haven't done nearly enough to make me feel like last year was an anomaly and that this year they're going to get back into it and they're going to be a really competitive team and that they could win the NL East and maybe even challenge the Dodgers and get themselves back to a World Series. They didn't make any moves of real value. Hey, Jesus Luzardo might be a good move. That might be it. Max Kepler might be a decent enough bat. Those aren't moves that teams that are trying to win a World Series make. Taijuan Walker. We're getting Taijuan Walker again. Oh, by the way, if you're
oh, I'll tell you what. Here's a good thing. Yeah, Taijuan Walker. Maybe he's had a good, guys, maybe Taijuan Walker's had a better spring than people realize. Because, how many people really watch spring training? That could be it too. Maybe Taijuan Walker's actually better than everybody thinks. And we're all just missing it. Yeah, maybe that's it.
No. Here's Taijuan Walker. Spring training. Taijuan Walker. 1-1. 6.92 ERA. In 4 starts. 6.92 ERA. 1.69 whip. And you might be saying to yourself, hey, Russ, in fairness, last year he had 15 starts. He had a 7.10 ERA. It's down to 6.92 this spring training. That's technically progress. That's right. Taijuan Walker to start the season in the rotation again. God help us. God help us all.